You weren't supposed to hear this, but now that you're here, let me tell you about a town that was abruptly sealed off by the government. Officially, it was for the residents' safety. But the truth is elusive, buried under layers of redacted reports and sealed files. The whispers among locals were of a strange creature sighting, something out of the ordinary. These rumors, combined with the government's silence, have left many questioning what truly happened. The town's streets, once lively, now whispered of secrets untold. The lockdown came without warning. One evening, government vehicles rolled into town, setting up checkpoints at every entrance and exit. Residents were instructed to stay indoors, and communication with the outside world was cut off. Local law enforcement was replaced by federal agents, their presence both unsettling and enigmatic. The official line was a public safety concern, yet no further details were given. The town, once bustling with life, was now under a heavy shroud of secrecy. The eerie silence that followed was only broken by the hum of surveillance drones overhead. What makes this unusual is the lack of information. Residents were used to transparency, to open doors and community meetings. But now, uncertainty loomed large. Whispers of a strange creature sighting spread through the town, though no one could describe it in detail. The few who claimed to have seen something spoke with fear, their eyes betraying a deeper terror. Yet, no official word corroborated their stories. It was as if the truth was deliberately being kept just out of reach. The air was thick with unanswered questions, each more chilling than the last. The sealed reports tell an incomplete story, pages redacted, names blacked out, leaving only fragments of what might have happened. A mention of anomalous activity and containment protocol raises more questions than answers. The town's older residents recall stories from the past of unexplained phenomena and government interest. But those were just tales, they thought. Now they wonder if the past has come back to haunt them. The connection is murky, but the fear is very real. The shadows of their memories cast long and unsettling silhouettes. Agent Parker, a government official, was seen frequently around town, always with a stern expression and an air of authority. He offered little comfort, often evading direct questions from the townsfolk. His presence was a reminder of the invisible boundary between them and the truth. Some speculated he knew more than he let on, that he was the keeper of secrets too dangerous to share. Yet his silence was as impenetrable as the lockdown itself. The creases in his suit seemed to hide answers that no one dared to ask for. As days turned into weeks, the town adapted to its new reality. Scarce supplies were rationed, and life continued under a watchful eye. But the sense of normalcy was superficial. Beneath the facade, tension simmered. The unexplained presence of federal agents and their equipment added to the unease. Surveillance cameras were installed at every corner, capturing every movement, every whispered conversation. It was as if the town itself had become a living, breathing organism under constant analysis. The air felt heavy with the weight of surveillance, stifling and inescapable. Despite the lockdown, whispers traveled beyond the town's boundaries. Curious investigators and conspiracy theorists alike flocked to the periphery, eager for a glimpse of the truth. They were met with barriers, physical and informational, but some managed to glean fragments of the story. These outsiders pieced together accounts from residents, creating a tapestry of half-truths and speculation. Their presence added another layer to the mystery, as the town became a focal point for the unknown. The whispers grew louder, echoing in the minds of those who dared to listen. What remains unexplained is the suddenness of it all. No warning, no gradual buildup, just an immediate shutdown. Some speculate it was a test, a controlled experiment by the government to study the effects of isolation and information control. Others believe the town stumbled upon something it was never meant to see. Yet, without concrete evidence, these theories hang in the air, tantalizing and elusive. The truth, if it exists, is buried deep beneath layers of secrecy. The silence of the town spoke volumes, a story untold. As time passed, the lockdown was lifted as abruptly as it had begun. Government vehicles disappeared overnight, leaving behind no trace of their presence. Residents emerged cautiously, finding their town unchanged yet altered. The creature sightings remained unverified, mere shadows of a story without resolution. The secrecy, however, left its mark. Trust in authorities eroded, replaced by a pervasive sense of unease. What had happened in the town under lockdown would remain a mystery, a tale of what might have been. The unanswered questions lingered in every corner. For the townsfolk, life slowly returned to normal, but the specter of the lockdown lingered. Conversations were tinged with caution, and eyes frequently glanced over shoulders. The town had become a testament to the power of the unknown, a reminder that not all questions have answers. Those who dared to ask were met with silence, their inquiries swallowed by the void left behind. Yet the stories persisted, passed down as warnings of what could happen when the truth is obscured. The air buzzed with static, a constant reminder of secrets kept. In the aftermath, a dedicated few took it upon themselves to uncover the truth. They sifted through the remnants of the town's ordeal, searching for clues in the most unlikely places. Old records, forgotten by many, were scrutinized for any hint of what had transpired. These amateur sleuths became the torchbearers of knowledge, driven by an insatiable curiosity. Their efforts, though often in vain, kept the mystery alive. The town's tale was far from over, and the echoes of its secrets continued to reverberate in the minds of those who dared to seek them. The file stays open. Whether anyone's still reading it, that's another matter. The town, once vibrant and full of life, now holds a secret it cannot share. The lockdown, the creature sightings, the government's silence, all pieces of a puzzle that may never be complete. The residents continue to live their lives, but the sense of normalcy is forever altered. The truth, whatever it may be, remains hidden, a specter lurking in the shadows of what was once considered ordinary. In the end, only the questions remain.